called Morchang, Morchang, and this is apparently a thousands and thousands year old tradition. There are very, very few people now who play this, and Umesh Bhai has done a lot of research on where all this instrument is played. He is, according to Mazhar Bhai, a very educated person. He has done a lot of research on this, and he's also been acting as a tourist guide. So that's Umesh Bhai for you, okay?
उसके बाद जो लड़का बैठा है वो एक बहुत ही अलग कम्युनिटी से है, हमारे बन्नी की कम्युनिटी। आपने काफ़ी सारा रिसर्च किया है मैडम ने उस पर। तो वाडा कम्युनिटी जो कही जाती है, बहुत सबसे पुरानी कम्युनिटी जो बन्नी में रहती है, वो लोग वैसे मज़दूर हैं वहाँ के, और वहाँ काफ़ी गरीब लोग हैं। उसमें से ये कलाकार निकला है जिससे जो जोड़िया बजाता है, डबल फ्लूट। इसमें जो एक साथ बजाते हैं, कंटिन्यू सांस लेनी पड़ती है, नाक से सांस लेनी पड़ती है, मुंह से कंटिन्यू करनी पड़ती है। तो ये रवा भाई है, अभी बहुत अच्छा बजाता है। बाबा ऐसे मजदूरी के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, लेकिन अब जैसे हम लोगों को ऐसे आप जैसे लोग बुलाते हैं तो उनका भी काफ़ी हौसला बढ़ता है। अभी प्रोग्राम भी करने शुरू कर दिए हैं इसका रवा है।
दिस इज रवा भाई and he plays the Jodiya Pava. You see this? These are two flutes which are played together. So it's a Herculean task. It's sort of in terms of breathing and being able to play two flutes together. You don't get to see this anywhere. And Ravabai himself belongs to a community. I have an entire chapter on this community in my forthcoming book. It's a community that's extremely poor, and that somehow manages to put together, make sort of two ends meet by, doing very, very, very small jobs and works as...
Lacquering art.
They originally specialize in certain kinds of woodwork and carpentry, and do very, very beautiful things. They make wooden spoons and ladles and so on. He has managed to rise as some kind of an artist out of that community from under very dire circumstances. And... So that's रवा भाई for you.
उसके बाद बैठे हैं ये हीरा भाई। ये भी एक ऐसी कम्युनिटी से हैं, बन्नी में जैसे आपने तो रिसर्च किया है, हरिजन भी रहते हैं। तो इनका ये हरिजन है, वहाँ पे लेदर का काम बहुत सुंदर करते हैं। इनके घर रहने के जो हैं वो भी उनका बहुत सुंदर है। खास करके इनका जो धंधा यही है, लेदर के चीज़ें बनाते हैं। और आरा दीवानी बहुत अच्छी गाते हैं मीरा भाई और कबीर के भजन। और उसमें इनके परंपरा में इनके वडीलों से इन्होंने सीखा है, अभी ये सीख रहे हैं। और हमारे साथ भी अच्छे प्रोग्राम करते हैं। इनका नाम हीरा भाई है।
हीरा भाई जी, ओके। हीरा भाई मेघवाल
जी,
at the center there you have Hira Bhai. Today you came to know about certain leather working communities, if you remember, during Suguna's lecture. Hira Bhai belongs to one such community. They are called the Meghwals, Meghwals, or sometimes, and he's they make very beautiful things out of leather bags and leather chappals. And this particular community in Banni specializes in many kinds of artisan crafts, and has managed to actually create a very carved niche for itself in the tourist market. They also sing, this particular community sings some of the devotional songs really well, songs of Kabir and Mirabai. And so Hira Bhai is here playing on the... Anake sitar cha boy na.
Sitar.
Tamburo. Par ye be na mune a judi jato
Sitar.
Tamburo. Mazhar ni to, I mean, I introduced Mazhar to you already. ढोलक ते साईं केरा
ये उस्ताद इब्राहिम उस्ताद है। असां जे कच्छ में हिकिड़ो सुठो घरानो आहे ढोलक वॼाइण वारा। तो उन घराने में आहे खोंगड़ी रहंदो आहे। खोंगड़ी मतिलबु बनी जो छारी फुलाई तव्हां विया था?
फुलाई वई।
हा, बसि उहो बनी जे किने मथे नखत्राणो तालुक लॻंदो आहे इनखे। पर कम्युनिटी ऐं कल्चर सेम आहे। इनजे ख़ासि सिंधी ढोलक न, ये लंगा है। तो ये इन जो घरानो ख़ासि ढोलक जा
वो दसा मिलिया सी न नो डे बुडी में
जी इन्हनि जो ये ही आहे वॼाइण जो कमकाज आहे। ख़ासि करे इन्ही में सियाणे रहंदा आहिनि।
राइट। This the community that
Ibrahim Ustad.
Ibrahim. The community that Ibrahim Bhai belongs to over here at the Dholak, that community, it is a musician caste. You find that again in Rajasthan and again in Gujarat. These are called the Langas, Langas or Langhas. And they specialize in music. So he would be playing the Dholak. He's extremely well known and quite a veteran in this. So you've got Ibrahim Bhai, you've got Mazhar there, you've got Hira Bhai, you've got Rawa Bhai, you've got Umesh Bhai, and I welcome all of you. आप सबका स्वागत है और please शुरुआत
First we are going to play the rhythm of the run. You know, the Kutch district, one of the Asian part of India, has the very typical musical instruments, and that is santar, made of wooden and having 4 strings. So first we are going to play the rhythm of the run, turn by turn, all the instruments, and then we will continue the other programs.
So they are playing music of the desert.
male is only for one drone, and female is making different type of melodies. And you know, in our family, husband and wife work together, and this is husband, this is wife. So wife has different type of melodies that is known as Jodia Pava, Algoja, Satara, and Donali in various parts of Sindh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, also in Turkey and Egypt of Sufi music. And Kutch has at least 22 artists of Jodia Pava. Now I will demonstrate the morchang. You know, this is made of iron, and the separate community known as Maldari in Kutch have a tradition to play this instrument while grazing their cattle in jungle to charm them. And it's my humble effort for the last 30 years to collect the different morchang, juice harp. The shape of the tiny instrument morchang in different shapes of different metals like steel, brass, bamboo, ivory, and also from SIM card, ATM card, and also from the buffalo horn. These are the special instruments which are played in all the world, but very rare instrument. And in the region of Tuva region, in northern Siberia, this instrument is a national musical instrument, and it is special tradition to play when there is one person who is on the last stage, who is dying, and about 10-15 persons play the morchang, known as Khomuf Timur, around that dying person, just to give him peace after the death. And also in the area of Indonesia, Java, Sumatra, Bali, have the tradition to play, and mostly the women play the instrument every year, every day, afternoon. Then they have special ceremony to play because they want to make the cremation platform for their ancestor who died. And whatever they get income, they have this tradition to make the platform. And I also collected 1,000 names of this tiny instrument from all the world. So first the morchang from Kutch of iron. Italy, and it means forget thoughts while you play this instrument. So please hear the Katha Spenseri from Italy, keeping your eyes closed, because this sounds like the didgeridoo of Australia. Known as Gambard from France. One of my best friends is making the special Gambard from the ATM card and SIM card, just to demonstrate all the instruments quickly. Magu. And this from Indonesian islands, made of bamboo, known as Genggong Kopogawa. And this is from Vietnam, known as Maul Tomel. And one of the tiny musical instrument made of clay that is known as bonda, which is very ancient musical instrument played in the area of Indus Valley site, that is Borindo. And this is very favorite musical instrument for the children at that time. So very ancient musical. I
You
also
must see
found
this properly. This is one of the most ancient musical instruments that I have come across. It's supposed to go back to the Indus Valley.
And I have got many replicas of this instrument in the Macedonian place, Egypt, Iraq, Iran, then also South American countries like Brazil, Peru, Argentina, Venezuela, Mexico. And it has also tradition to make the small and bigger also like this, and having 12 holes to play like a flute, classically. And first, I like to get the sounds of first the old train whistle, like a coal engine, you know, and then the sounds of the birds like a babbler, common ibis, vulture from this instrument. I have collected 1,000 more things from all the world. Yeah, different shapes, smaller size, one each and 1 meter longer.
1,000.
Yeah.
He's quite international.
Yeah.
बहुत संख्या बात है.
Quite quickly pass it. Sir, it's not on. Sir, it's not. It's not on.
Thank you. Cooperative, whenever you go anywhere in touch, they will give you all shelters and all food anytime, no problem.
तरह की हमारी सकाफत में है कि शाह की वाई शाह का नाम पहला ले शाह साईं का, फिर उसका अगर नाम न ले तो उसकी कोई एक चीज़ पहले गाए, ये हमारी मजबूरी होती है। फिर चाहे नाचे जाए गाए, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से मैं जो गाना गाता हूँ हम ज़्यादातर सूफी गाते हैं। सूफी ऐसा नहीं कि भाई अल्लाह मौला के सिवा बात ही नहीं करना, भले किसी प्रेमी दो जोड़े की बात हो रही हो, पर उसमें उसके पीछे जो उसका जो मतलब है तो वो अपने आप में एक ऐसा उसका कहने का ऐसा तरीका होता है, जैसे किसी कोई लव स्टोरी जैसे कोई बयां करता है गाने में, तो उस लव स्टोरी में जो दुख वाला किरदार है जिस पे काफ़ी तकलीफ हैं, तो वो खुद बन जाता है। जो जैसे आशिक खुद बन जाता है, माशूक खुदा को बना देता है। मैम कुछ समझाएं, आप ये समझ नहीं पाए क्योंकि शाह साईं हिंदी है।
इतना तो हिंदी वाले भी सब समझ गए होंगे, वो समझा देंगे। Well, let me introduce one very important figure to you. This is extremely important to the singing that you will be listening to today. And generally speaking, for those of you who have any interest whatsoever in Sufi traditions of the world, there's one very important figure called Shah Abdul Latif. Please remember this name, and when you have time, look it up on the net. What Mazhar is saying is that as Sufi singers of Sindh, it is an inescapable duty for us. It's sort of almost inevitable for us to begin something or the other, a stanza from the poetry of Shah Abdul Latif, a poet whom we associate with Sindh, and he lived around the 17th century. And there's just no Sufi festival in Pakistan which will begin without some kind of an invocation or a tribute to Shah Abdul Latif. The region that Mazhar comes from has some of the very, very ardent followers of this poet, and he's supposed to have visited this part of Gujarat also in the 18th century. So what he's saying is that if you think a Sufi song is one which has, you know, those dervishes, the swirling dervishes which you see in Turkey and so on, or if you think that everything Sufi would have words like Maula and Khwaja and Aula, then that is not really the idea. Those are really certain cosmetic, customary touches that you find of Sufism in popular representation. But really speaking, Sufism is about a certain kind of divinity of love, so that the lover whom becomes the one he seeks, the sought and the seeking both become one. So whom you are seeking, you become that person, you become that thirst, you become that starvation. And it is that intensity of union and love which characterizes Sufism, and which is what he's going to be singing now.
जानब मुझे जिमें तुझे आज़ार जान मारी मुक्का मावने डोरा पोड़े माँ मुझे वनवास छड़ियो मरमुख मेरी हर मर्दो सबके ही मर्दो सबके ही पर जरे जुदाई ना थिए आओ किए से जे सुभान 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 जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा बदले पटसन जमारुड़ा बदले पटसन किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा बदले पटसन जमारुड़ा बदले पटसन लीमा अंबर में चालू बागन में लीमा अंबर में चालू बागन में तो साथी चालू बागन में तो साथी चालू बागन में आओ किए छाँव में हार 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 जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा नंगे अंगने जा मारुड़ा नंगे अंगने आओ किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान तोवत ईद खुशो शादू काजल हां तोवत ईद खुशो शादू काजल हां रेशम वेस बंगाली मोनी रेशम वेस बंगाली मोनी आओ किए सिंध डका आओ किए सिंध डका आओ किए सिंध डका आओ किए सिंध डका जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा नंगे अंगने जा मारुड़ा नंगे अंगने आओ किए से जे हार उस्ताद ओसिया जेन सत लिखे उस्ताद ओसिया जेन सत लिखे होके जाहर बिना सगरे उस्ताद ओसिया जेन सत लिखे होके बाहर बिना सगरे आओ किए गीत सवार आओ किए गीत सवार आओ किए गीत सवार जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा आओ किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान आओ किए से जे सुभान जा मारुड़ा जा सागिड़ा बदले पटसन जा मारुड़ा बदले पटसन
हिंदी में थोड़ा समझा दो ना इनको
एक
words, a concept I was trying to explain earlier, which is that a very important aspect of Sufism is love. But it is love that needs to be understood both at the level of divinity, as in divine love, and at human love, right? So you would have many stories that Mazhar would be drawing from when he sings, which have to do with lovers pining for each other, of men and women who are not able to meet, or who are not able to marry, or who are separated. And so a lot of stories and a lot of songs have this slightly romantic, tragic longing for the beloved. Now that longing needs to be seen at a human level as ishq mizazi. You know, it is love which is between human beings, the romantic love. But the same love also gets sort of sublimated and it becomes ishq hakiki, which is the love with God, right? So the idea is that you need the same emotion even to reach God. That if you are able to love so completely your lover, that is enough of a vehicle for you to go to God as well. And then there comes a point when you stop looking for your beloved because you see that kind of love imbuing, permeating everything else around you. This is supposed to be the final stage, if you like, of Sufism. Of those of you who understand Urdu, Hindi, उस चीज पे जब फना हो जाते हैं, right? When that is really the final stage, if you like. The story that Mazhar was drawing from and he just sang is a very beautiful story about this poor girl called Marui. And she lived in a village in Sindh and she's very beautiful. One day she's abducted by a very rich king who falls in love with her the moment he sees her, and he simply lifts her and takes her away. And she's taken to his palace where she is held in captivity, and he wants her to be happy, he wants her to marry him. He gives her all kinds of riches and jewelry and biryani and food and clothes and what have you, but she's not happy at all. She continues to miss her home, and her home is called Malir, and in a lot of Sufi songs in Pakistan, you'll find Malir having huge importance. It becomes this emotional place. It's not only a physical place, but it becomes almost a metaphor for everything that you're not able to, that homeland which you don't get. So Marvi is missing home a lot, and she says to Umar, how do I sleep on this comfortable bed when my people, poor people are out there and they sleep on the floor? And that is what this particular song is about. The rest of the lines were.
हर बात कहता है, जैसे खाने के लिए काफी सारे उसके सामने ताम लाता है, तो बोलता है मैं कैसे खाना खाऊं, मेरे जो मालूम हैं वो रोज भूखे रहते हैं. उनके हमारे ट्रेडिशन ही ये है कि हम एक टाइम खाना खाते हैं, एक टाइम सो जाते हैं, मजदूरी करते. तुम्हारे ये ताम निमित्त को मैं क्या करूं. फिर उसको बताता है कि ये चल अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े पहन. तो उसको बोलता है मेरे जो मारू हैं वो नंगे अंग घूमते हैं, आपको पता है, उनके आधा ढक के घूमते हैं, तो मैं कैसे तुम्हारे कपड़े पहनूं. फिर बोलता है कि इतने सारे तेरे लिए देख, तेरे मनोरंजन के लिए इतने सारे प्रोग्राम लगा रखे हैं, उसको सुन. तो मैं क्या सुनूं, क्या गाऊं. बोले मेरे मारू तो तेरे आगे गूंगे हैं, कुछ बोल भी नहीं सक रहे हैं. तो इस तरह के एक, जैसे मैडम बता रही हैं कि ये दो तरह की चीज़ है. जैसे ये रूह को बात है, जैसे आदमी अपने आप को रूह से जब झगड़ा करता है कि मैं ये कैसे करूं, मेरा वो तो कुछ भी नहीं करता है, वो तो आज़ाद है. आदमी का मन और दिमाग कहता है ये कर, तो रूह कहता है ये मत कर, ये कोई काम की चीज़ नहीं है. तो सूफी जब इतनी अंदर बहुत गहराई में चले जाते हैं, फिर ये रूह और
So that relationship between this abductor, right, between Umar who has taken Marvi with him, and Marvi says to him, what is the point of giving me these beautiful clothes? My people don't have clothes to wear. Why give me these delicacies to eat? My people don't have enough to eat. What he's saying is, when you push that further, at another level, this also becomes a story about the spirit inside. It is also about the body and the spirit, that the body will keep saying, I want this and I want that. But once you reach at that spiritual level, then the body doesn't need it. So you need to understand that this whole business about human love can be exalted, can be sublimated to these other levels. Yes, sorry, Emma.
पत्थर पूजने जाए। दुनिया बड़ी बावरी पत्थर पूजने जाए। घर की चक्की कोई ना पूजे जिसका पीसा खाए। कबीर जी कहते हैं, कबीर क्या बोलते हैं, भला हुआ मोरी गगरी टूटी। एक औरत पानी भरने जा रही थी, पानी भरने जा रही थी तो वो टूट गई उसकी पानी भरने की गगरी। तो कबीर कहते हैं कि भला हुआ मोरी गगरी टूटी रे, मैं पानी भरने से छूटी मोरे सर से टली बला। भला हुआ मोरी माला टूटी रे, मैं राम भजन से छूटी मेरे गले से टली बला। मेरे गले में पड़ी रहेगी तो गिन गिन के याद करना पड़ेगा। ओ लाली मरी, ओ लाली मरी पति रखियो भला झूलेलाल। सिंधनी दा सेवण दा सखी शाबाश। जे इश्क कबो जलबो जे कुछ न कबो बुझबो यारो सूंजी संगत में अचबो तलकी लुचबो इश्क कबो जलबो जे कुछ न कबो बुझबो साईं सूजी संगत में अची बोतल की साईं सूजी संगत में अची बोतल की इश्क कबो जलबो जे कुछ न कबो बुझबो साईं सूजी संगत में अची बोतल की
लास्ट में हम कभी कभी गज़ल भी गा लेते हैं हमारे अंदाज ढंग से आपको समझ आए इसलिए जितने लोग
अल्फाज ही नहीं काफी, गजल में बंदिशें अल्फाज ही नहीं काफी, जिगर का खून भी चाहिए कुछ असर के लिए, नजर से न हो दूर एक पल के लिए, नजर से न हो दूर एक पल के लिए, तेरा वजूद है लाजिम मेरी गजल के लिए। मस्ती में एक हंसी को खुदा कह गया हूँ मैं, मस्ती मस्ती में एक हंसी को खुदा कह गया हूँ मैं, जो कुछ भी कह गया हूँ वजह कह गया हूँ। या रब मेरे खुलूस की वारसगी तो देख, किस सादगी से तुझको खुदा कह गया हूँ। तुम्हारे शहर का मौसम बड़ा सुहाना लगे, तुम्हारे शहर का मौसम बड़ा सुहाना लगे। मैं एक शाम का अगर बुरा न लगे, तुम्हारे शहर का मौसम बड़ा सुहाना लगे। मैं एक शाम का अगर बुरा न लगे, तुम्हारे जो डूबना है तो, जो डूबना है तो इतने सुकून से डूबो, जो डूबना है, जो डूबना है तो इतने सुकून से डूबो के आस-पास में है भी बर्बाद के आस-पास की लहरों को भी बर्बाद लगे। तुम्हारे शहर का मौसम बड़ा सुहाना क्या जादू है, क्या जादू है किसी की उदास आँखों में, क्या जादू है